Over the time of pandemic, the UK has been supporting their own population and business. Now that everything is going to an end, we are waiting to see the future of our economy. Today we are visiting Trevor Bennett, the owner of a small business in Oxford. In 2010, Trevor Bennett and his wife Christina Campos opened Organic Deli Cafe and Whole Foods with the aim to bring the local and organic produce to the community.
Yeah, the motivation behind opening the store really was that there was nothing else around at that time. Both my wife and I felt very diligent and very passionate about bringing something organic and local to Oxford and providing customers of all sorts, not just students but regulars, locals, local business people. Open the business, it was difficult. My wife and I, we used to live above the property to save money. The store as it looks today was very different to how it looked 10 years ago. It was very basic, it didn't have a shop element to it. For the last 8 years we've been working hard to provide groceries, pantry items, seeds, beans, rice, pulses, and really exploit the cafe menu in store. So when we first learnt of the lockdown being implemented, we were naturally upset, frustrated, and thought that there was no hope. We were actually preparing to close the shop for that period. And then we realised that we were a grocery store, that we sold fruit and veg, and we started to exploit that through third-party websites and our own website. And we found that we had quick success of being able to sell groceries, fruit and veg, nuts, seeds, beans, pulses, etc. online, which enabled us to expand our pantry and grocery range significantly over the last 12 weeks. Now we've noticed that online is still stable. We thought that it would drop when the lockdown restrictions were lifted, but it's still stable, it's still positive, and we're starting to see more people coming to the store, which is really, really reassuring. We received a central government grant administered through the local authority. We wouldn't have closed if we hadn't received the grant. I think the grant's very helpful and useful. It certainly goes and pays its way to paying overheads that are fixed, such as rent and utilities. We also benefited from the business rates relief, which means we won't pay any business rates for 1 year. Fantastic, to be honest with you. I mean, that already saves us £5,000 a year. So what did we change during COVID-19? We expanded our portfolio on our own website and the third-party websites to distribute our products, both in-store and the cafe menu. In the long term, we've been issued guidelines through central government now for what we need to do in preparation to open on July the 4th. We're still digesting that information as it was only announced recently. But I expect there to be many changes in the store in terms of spatial awareness, signage, and obviously the use of washing our hands. Every day during the week's different set of customers, different set of buying methods. Some days online's very busy, other days there's hardly anything. Similarly with people coming into the store, sometimes you have a lot of people, sometimes there's hardly anyone. It's very difficult to say what will happen. One would hope that moving forwards into July, August, September, that it will be constant or consistent at least, but it probably won't be very busy, and I wouldn't expect it to get back to any kind of normal for hospitality until probably early next year.